Alright, what is up, everybody? YouTube, what's up? What's up, everybody? I am making this video about the most wonderful band I like that I've been listening to for a long time. You know, this album called Geogaddi. I'll just show it to you. Look at this right here. Geogaddi. I've been listening to them for a very long time. I really like Boards of Canada a lot. I've been listening to them for a long time. This album, see, Boards of Canada. Geogaddi is my favorite album from them. This is a vinyl record, by the way. I like this album, and the reason why is because I've been listening to Boards of Canada since I was in kindergarten. I've been listening to them for a very long time. I've been listening to them since I was a child. My favorite album from them is Geogaddi. That's why I bought this album first. And my favorite song from that album is Music is Math and Sunshine Recordings. And 1969. And Gyroscope. But my favorite album from Boards of Canada is Music Has the Right to Children. Because every time I listen to Boards of Canada, I get like nostalgia listening to them. And this freaking album that I've been listening to for a long time, I like this band a lot. I've been listening to them since I was a child. And every time I listen to them, I get like a nostalgic atmosphere listening to them. Every time Sorry, the zoom. Just gotta make sure the zoom is back. Every time I listen to them, I get like a nostalgic atmosphere just listening to them. It makes me feel like I'm a little kid again just listening to this album. I've been listening to them for so long. I've been listening to them for like decades. Because when I was in kindergarten, I was in this like parade when I was a kid. And we were doing a science thing or whatever it's called. And when we were doing that, they had like these people who worked at the zoo that came to our school, and they were showing us alligators and snakes and stuff. And I saw a giant ass snake that they showed us, and a baby alligator and a giant crocodile. When they were showing us animals and stuff, they started playing Boards of Canada, and the first song that I've heard from them was Music is Math, which is from this album, Geogaddi. And goddamn, this is a really good band. Just like Aphex Twin and Underworld and the Chemical Brothers, The Prodigy, all those electronic bands, Daft Punk, the Crystal Method, all those electronic bands that I listen to. But Boards of Canada, every time I listen to them, it hits really different. Listening to them hits really differently. It makes me feel like I'm a little kid again just listening to them. You know, I really like this album, but the only thing that I've heard about this album is that it's satanic. I don't know if that's true or not, that it's satanic. I don't know if it actually testifies Satan or demons or whatever. I don't know if it testifies the devil or it testifies Satan or 666 or whatever. I don't know if that's true. But listening to Boards of Canada, you know, I'm gonna have to say this, but if this album does testify Satan, I would not care. I would still listen to this album to this day. I've been listening to this album since I was in kindergarten. this is still a really good band, Boards of Canada. I've also heard some other songs from Boards of Canada, like the Campfire Head Phase, and I've heard the song Day Van Cowboy from that album when I was a kid. I also heard An Eagle in Your Mind from Music Has the Right to Children. I like An Eagle in Your Mind. That's my favorite song from them. And Aquarius. And Telepathic Workshop. That album does give me nostalgia, but Geogaddi, this album really hits differently. And I'm gonna buy another vinyl record of Boards of Canada from this band, and it's gonna be Music Has the Right to Children and In a Beautiful Place Out in the Country. In a Beautiful Place Out in the Country only has 4 songs, but my favorite song from them is Kid for Today. And that album is from the year 2000, and this album is from 2002. And Music Has the Right to Children is from 1998. I also like their other albums like Twisms and High Scores. High Scores has one popular song, Everything You Do Is a Balloon, and it was released in 1996, and Twisms from 1995. You know, Boards of Canada was running in the 90s just like Aphex Twin, because I used to listen to them a lot. Well, I'm starting to listen to them again now, because I've been listening to the Chemical Brothers and the Prodigy, those electronic bands, but man, listening to this band, it just hits so freaking hard just listening to Boards of Canada. They also got these like filters right here. Also, there's some vinyl records here. I hope they don't fall out. They got this. Man. Yeah, there's like 3 vinyl records in this album. Freaking 3. But I really like this band and this album. I mean, it also shows the list right here as well of the songs from this album. And it was released in 2002. I think it got remastered in 2018. But this album was released in 2002, of February. Wait, hold on, let me just check the camera. You know, there's a reason why this camera has a date and time that says February 13th, 2002. The reason why is because that's the same day that this album was released. It was released on February 13th, 2002. That's why it has the date on the camera, on the footage. Because this album is released in 2002 of February 13th. I've been listening to this album for so freaking long. I've been listening to them for 2 decades. Since I was born. Since I was a fetus, I've been listening to this freaking album. I really love Boards of Canada. And I can't stop listening to them. Especially to this day. Just listening to Boards of Canada is one of the best bands I've ever listened to in my life. Especially that it helped me out throughout my childhood when I'm going through tough times. Boards of Canada is still a good band, and I still love them and their music. But I really don't know if this album is actually satanic. Even if it is, I still love this album. And I also like Music Has the Right to Children. Also, let me show you the setup I put on the wall. You see all these pictures and stuff? All these pictures are actually from a VHS home video that I found in one of my cameras that I bought on eBay. Like one of my VHS cameras. As you can tell, it says December 25th, 1999. The reason why I printed these pictures out is because I'm going to put this Boards of Canada album on that wall to represent the nostalgia. This is why I have all these pictures of this home videos of children on the wall to represent the album. Because I have all these VHS screenshots of these children from the home videos from 1999 to the year 2000. Because I'm using those pictures to represent the album Geogaddi, to represent nostalgia and happiness that I went through when listening to Boards of Canada. Because Because I still like that band. 2000. Because I've been listening to them for a very long time. The Campfire Headface is from 2005. And Trains Canada Ways from 2006. And the reason why I'm telling you all these dates is because that's how old Boards of Canada is. You know, the only thing I'm a bit disappointed is that not high scores. I meant a few old tunes, Volume 1 and 2. It's not even on Spotify at all. How the frick is it not on Spotify? The songs from that album are popular as hell, and they're not even on Spotify. Like, that's a really good album too. And it's from 1996, same year as High Scores. Like, what's up with that? Like, it's not even on Spotify. But yeah, I'm actually gonna hang this album up in that wall. I really love this band. I've been listening to them for so freaking long. And I love Boards of Canada so much. And whoever listens to electronic music, I highly recommend you listen to Boards of Canada and Aphex Twin. But Boards of Canada, you really gotta listen to them. And I recommend you listen to Music Has the Right to Children and this album. And In a Beautiful Place Out in the Country. Because that's how good their freaking songs are. Because I've been listening to them for a very, very long time. That's how good they are. And they're very nostalgic. They're a really good band. Also, I'm going to show you a bit of my setup I've been doing recently. Hold up. Before I do that, I saw a piece of dust in the lens. Sorry about that, hold up. Yeah, it's an old VHS camera that I have right here. I'm just cleaning out the lens. Sorry about that. But let me just show you what I've been doing. Yeah, I'm recording a wall. Hold up. Alright, if you don't know what this is a VHS tape rewinder, but I'm going to be using this to clean out VHS tapes. And I'm also going to make a tutorial video of how to clean out VHS tapes. If you have old moldy VHS tapes from your garage, your basement, or whatever it's sitting at, and it's all dirty and dusty, I'm going to show you guys how to clean it soon, because I got to buy some reels and get Gorilla Glue so I can Gorilla Glue the reels to clean them out. And hopefully it works, because let me show you what I did after I failed miserably. This is a whole bag full of VHS freaking tapes. I'm not even joking. Because the reason how that happened, I've been holding the tape. Let me give you an example. Like this. And the tape like gets under the reels like this, and it just gets caught under there. And don't do that, guys. Don't hold it like this or on the thing, because that's not how you do it properly. You gotta get like reels to clean it out and have rubbing alcohol on it. I have 2 liters. The reason why is because I found 4 VHS tapes. Also, this VHS tape right here, there's nothing in this footage. This is just a blank VHS tape, don't worry. This is also a blank VHS tape as well. The reason why is because I want to test out to see how I can clean it out, and I failed miserably. But I'm going to add the reels to see how well it does. Also, I have the VHS tape cases right here, and the reason why I have them sitting here is because I have 4 VHS tapes, and 2 of them have broken VHS tape cassettes. They have two of them have broken VHS tape cassettes. One of them is burnt and the other one's missing this piece. And I'm going to be replacing both of them with these. Also, these reels right here, I have it just in case. If it snaps, I can just have that fixed. I also have the screws here too. But yeah. If you guys have any suggestions of how to do that, hopefully you could give me suggestions. But anyways, I like this album. Great album, awesome album, and I really like Boards of Canada a lot. I've been listening to them for a very long time, and I really like this band a lot. More than anything, I fucking love this band. Even though they're very old and they're from 95 and they've been making music since 95. And Aphex Twin started in 92, just like the Prodigy. But I freaking love this band, Boards of Canada. They're very nostalgic. They helped me out through my childhood when I listened to them. And I love this band. And you guys should too. I really love Boards of Canada a lot. And this album cover is also beautiful as well. The mirror effect with all these trippiness. Freaking love this album. I love it a lot. I'm gonna end the video here. Bye.